And we're live.
Welcome.
Hello.
Good evening. Tonight is something a little bit different. Tonight we are not playing PDX, we are not playing Changeling. We are playing Figments of Seattle, set in 2006 in the Emerald City itself. I'm your storyteller for this evening, and we have our two lovely players.
I'm Milo. I am playing Elisabeth the Toreador.
I am Third Life Crisis, and I am playing Fig the Ravnos.
Mm-hmm. And where we left off, our last session, Elisabeth was taking a look at one of Olivia's people, Quaid, who showed up rather bloodied and not in his right mind. Elisabeth entranced Q and went over what occurred with him, which was the death of Malachi, the Banu Hakim, visiting the city, while we had Fig speaking with Oliver, a Ventru neonate who helps run the docks with his sire, Mr. Jameson West, King of the West Side. And Olivia, who is said to be the child of the Prince of the City, as well as a very, very injured Eleanor, who is the ghoul of Olivia. And then there's Gregory. Ah, poor sweet Gregory. So underwhelming.
That sweet summer child.
Something like that. I don't know about all that. But
He dumb as hell.
He dumb as hell. He walks those vacuums so good though.
We'd tell him to go touch some grass, but it would honestly just be more weed.
It would just be more weed.
Sorry.
It's not wrong.
Fine. It's fine. He's so stupid. It's fine.
So we open on a city that a few hours ago was cold but calm. As the night went on, there is now the sounds of fire engines and police surrounding a building on fire, a man in handcuffs being led away for crashing a car into this building. And in that part of the city, as they try to get the blaze under control so it does not swallow up an entire neighborhood, we pan over to a nicer part of town. I'm not talking about there.
Oh, good.
Nicer part of town where people are getting phone calls about assets and the members of their court and what this has caused for their enterprises. And then we move to a much less nice neighborhood. Somewhere it's run down, somewhere you just don't go at night if you know what's good for you. A black SUV sits outside two individuals, where inside this, let's be honest, crack house are three kindred and two ghouls. Fig has been told to sit down next to Oliver, who is still covered in ash and blood. And the last thing that happened was Olivia standing before you, Fig, saying, tell me everything about Malachi, Harry. I don't have all night.
No. Where to begin? Suppose the part that you'll probably be most concerned with is why said individual was after me.
Yes. His plans were concerning.
I don't know the depths of all those plans. The only thing I can speak to is why there was a connection to me. Several decades ago, I was involved in some, shall we say, unsavory methods of obtaining wealth. I worked with my sire. We searched around, talked to some people, came up with what we thought was a good mark. One of those that were almost too good to be true.
They usually are.
We thought we were going to find usual things that were easy to move on certain markets. Art, jewels, etc. We did. Found a statue. The statue was very, very vintage, very antique, very interesting. One of a kind. We made off with it, but not. Our heist was not successful. And the individual we took it from turned out to be someone entirely different than what we were informed. Person of great resources and equally deeper sense of coming to take care of business, you should say. And that's when Malachi was hired to come after us.
Right.
I've been eluding said individual for many, many nights. The statue is long gone. I had to leave it with a contact. Left them instructions to move it along certain channels. I was hoping that would take the heat off of me, but it did not. This particular individual was determined via their employer to see me brought to some sort of justice. Not that I blame them. We did take something that wasn't ours.
Is that all?
That is the extent of my interaction with this individual.
He seemed to have a very personal investment. Seeing the lengths he was willing to go to get to you. And she kind of just looks over on the couch where Eleanor is sitting, still very much wounded. So, that leaves me with a bunch of questions I will have to answer. But I did as your coterie mate asked. The cost was a lot higher than expected.
Fig's gonna glance over to Elisabeth and then glance back.
Elisabeth's not in here.
Oh, she's not. Oh,
Elizabeth's
never mind.
I'm in the
outside
car.
in the car.
I'm in the car with.
She'll be in
My
another
bad.
moment.
My bad.
It took a while for you all to patch up Eleanor, and
Then
Gregory's still
I
upstairs.
don't do that. Okay. I don't do that then. I just continue to look at Olivia.
Preparing his room.
Okay. I just continue to look
Oliver.
at Olivia then.
Yeah. Oliver is watching.
Mm-hmm.
And she turns to him next and goes, "And what is your excuse? Because I've heard some very interesting things have happened tonight." And Oliver just...
Now, Oliver mentioned that there was someone that looked like Elisabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just
Which he
going to wait
proceeds to tell.
Yeah.
It's
Just
the
waiting.
story that got told before,
Okay.
where at the docks he had someone poaching
Mm-hmm.
on his territory.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was embracing without permission. And as he starts to go into details about what occurred, Elisabeth, that is when you come inside. Olivia turns to look at you. How is he?
Traumatized. But I have solutions.
Good. Well,
I need to locate Alessandra.
excuse me.
The problem is, what he gained. Doesn't know how to use it. But he can be taught,
Gain.
and it can be useful. Yes. Damn it! He said, I
Hey,
said
more willpower
fine.
checks.
Fuck.
And you get a willpower check. And you get a willpower check.
I was just doing what I was told, man.
All the time. A little bit of everything, all of the time.
All of the time.
Come on, you're better than this.
Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime.
Thank God. Okay. All right. We good. All right. So.
Okay.
Good.
Straightens up. We'll discuss what you're to do next in a moment. Sit down.
I'll go and sit down.
Where do you go sit down?
Probably somewhere by Eleanor so I can check on her.
Okay.
Make sure she's doing okay.
Right back.
See if she needs anything.
No worries. So, Eleanor is not looking well, but she looks like she has stabilized a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of color coming back to her face.
Okay.
It's not as
Sorry about that.
deathly pale
Yeah.
as it was when she first arrived. Her breathing has steadied.
Okay.
She seems intent on following this, even as you watch her eyes flutter and exhaustion.
Yeah.
She gives you a small nod.
Yeah. I'll just stay near her and kind of just keep an eye on her condition then.
You rolled fucking brilliant on your medicine check.
I did. I think I got like a 7 or an 8 on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Good
Nice.
job. And you critted. But not
Yep.
messy.
Nope.
So, Olivia's like, so you were saying, Oliver? Right, so, as I was telling Miss Elisabeth, someone showed up to talk with me, saying it was her, but it wasn't right. Didn't seem right. And then I caught her trying to embrace one of my people, and I killed her. But while it was happening, she kept on going on about Gehenna and how soon all would be skies of ash and blood, and we would be fools to not see it. And right before, well, and you just, her face changed back. So I came to check to see if it was in fact Elisabeth. I'm very glad it wasn't you. He kind of turns to look at you.
I'll just nod.
And Olivia stares at the three of you. The amount of traditions broken tonight in this house is astounding. You asked me to put my position in peril, and I've done what you asked. However, it goes far beyond the bounds of what was agreed upon. And we are all now involved. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you a question. There's only one answer, and we go from there. Are any of you going to say anything about this? Oliver also. Here's how things are going to go. You work for me now. If anyone were to find out what happened, we would all be dragged before my sire and promptly executed. We offered hospitality to Malachi. And the abominations happening in your part of the city. You call yourself a Ventru. And Oliver just... I've gathered enough evidence to present it before the prince that this was done by Malachi, and that is the story we will be telling. That's the story. I am risking everything for. And you said no matter the cost. Elisabeth, well, this is your cost. Are we understood? I have a lot of work to do now. I don't believe Eleanor is stable enough to be moved. And you seem to have the amenities to take care of her. So she'll be staying here till she's well enough for me to collect her. Right.
Of course.
I will be in touch. You come with me. And Oliver gets up, kind of nods to Elisabeth, and just gives Fig a once over. And Olivia and Oliver leave. After Olivia leans down and whispers something into Eleanor's ear. It is now you and Eleanor in this living room.
And Gregory is upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Quick point of clarity. Fig know exactly what went on? Did he get informed of that?
Malachi is dead. Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the things that got said is...
Beyond,
Okay.
but I don't know any other details beyond that he is dead. Okay. All right.
And that Olivia is going to cover all of this up for you.
How's Eleanor doing?
That's what I was just about
She
to
seems
ask.
almost near sleep.
She's in the living room. Okay, where did this conversation all take place?
In
Because,
your
like,
living room.
in my oh good god, please secure place.
You see
Okay,
the
I will.
stains of blood
Is
match where
Eleanor-
Oliver sat down all over your couch.
We'll get that.
You might have to
cleaned
burn
up.
it. It might be another sacrifice for the dumpster.
More
I'm going
forensic
to, if I
guts.
think I can safely do it again with my medicine, if I can safely do it, I'm going to try to move Eleanor into the bedroom because that's way more comfortable,
So I was
Yeah.
just going to suggest, actually. Cool.
but not at the risk. Like, if I would know that would be too risky, I'd just be like, we're going to leave you here. I'll get you some real nice pillows and blankets. Yeah.
The last session, months ago,
Yep.
she's as stable as she's going to get. You can
Yeah.
carefully move her. But
So I will carefully
that-
move her.
And she's like, "Oh, Miss Elisabeth, it's fine. You can just leave me here. I'll be okay."
You'll be far more comfortable in my room, believe me. The bed is very nice. It's very expensive. It's like sleeping on
Honestly.
clouds. Of
I can-
course. I insist.
She can't fight you right now. She is so...
I know she's really weak because I got 2 dots of strength. I can pick
Yeah.
her up.
She protests.
No, it's my pleasure to assist you. I enjoy being useful.
I do appreciate your hospitality.
Of course.
Elisabeth is right, too. The bed is wonderful.
So I'll lay her down, I'll get her set up. And then I will give her a tiny little bell that I have. And I'll be like, if you need anything, you can ring this. And I know you're really unimpressed with him, but Gregory can help you if you need it. I know you're not going to want to need it. I understand that. I do. But if you do, or you can just tell him to call me instead, unless it's during the day, obviously. But
Mind, I might take you up on that. I'd like. I would. Sorry. I apologize. I
no,
would
it's
like
fine.
to talk to you about
Eleanor,
him.
what helps you go to sleep? Rest is something you could use, I'm sure.
She's already, like, as soon as you lay her to bed, she's starting to drift. Sleep. Yes.
I'll sing her a song.
Oh. And she does. She slowly drifts off.
I don't get hungrier, and I use chemistry to do little sheep
Oh.
jumping over a
Okay.
fence.
Scarlet takes and Scarlet takes and
Good.
kind of washes the sheep and curls her way around your legs and just kind of looks up. And
Hey, Scar.
Eleanor drifts to sleep.
Once she's asleep, I'll leave the room.
Yeah, same. When she's comfortable and asleep, I'll pick up Scarlo and.
Yeah, she curls around your shoulders and she's just like, "Why is she in our house?"
We have a guest for a little while, Scarlet. It's okay.
Why does she get to sleep in the bed?
Oh, yeah, shit. I'm super high right now.
Oh.
Damn it! Forgot
we'll
again.
get to that in a second, remember?
No, it's not. Yeah, no, you're right. It'll be in a minute. It's fine.
Yeah, she's just talking to Fig. Yeah, just like, I don't see why she gets to sleep in the bed. Now, Elisabeth.
Fig will be
As
explaining
you-
to Scarlet about why that's important that Eleanor needs to stay there for now.
Yep.
But as Fig waves his hands and those sheep appear, you start to feel yourself almost sink into the imagery.
Oh, gosh.
And then you watch
Oh, no.
everything sinks in. All the lights start to be a bit brighter.
Wee.
Yeah. Everything starts to feel crystalline. It's sharp.
Scarlet
Okay.
probably looks
Those
like a pile
fractals
of
light.
red crystals on my shoulder.
Yeah.
God, I want to touch her now. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Reach out and just...
And she.
It's okay, Scarlet. She's just giving you a pat. Elisabeth, are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm really fine. It's fine.
Fig will reach out his hand and guide you over to the couch to sit down for a moment.
Oh, when Fig touches you,
No.
that you feel that cold skin pressed against yours, and it makes that crystalline feeling kind of melt into that smooth,
No.
warm, loving sensation that has begun to sprout in your undead heart. Things start to become more smooth.
Ooh. Smooth like Like rounded or smooth like velvet?
Just that velvet feeling.
It's like
that,
a soft,
that
velvety feeling.
that molten chocolate.
Fig feels like
Ooh.
velvet.
Yeah, I would probably just stroke his
If
hand.
it's like,
Yes.
I was gonna say, if it's not molten chocolate, I'm gonna get big. I want to taste the chocolate.
Yeah, no.
Taste the rainbow.
Exactly.
That's not gonna. It's not gonna have a different effect. The effect is there already,
Done.
sir.
It's over.
Exactly.
It's way too late. So yeah, no, I'll just
hours ago.
start rubbing the back of Fig's hand with my other hand. Not weird at all.
You do. You see that expression, Fig.
Oh no.
You see that normally intense focus that Elisabeth seems to have. Just her eyes, while she is stroking your hand, her eyes are flitting about the room to different things.
Pupils are the size of quarters.
Oh yeah, you and your blush alive. Pupils are the size of fucking quarters. There's no iris. And while you're used to this existence, your
All the time.
fun,
My fun flaw.
vitae.
Yeah. Fun infused. That's one way to put it.
Infused.
Beautiful rose is not. This is something Elisabeth has never experienced before and probably has no idea what's going on.
No, but everything feels nice, so that's cool.
Everything feels nice.
I'm going to gently guide her to sit down.
Okay.
Elisabeth.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that what you're sensing, feeling, seeing right now might seem a bit not entirely what you're used to. And I'm sorry for that, number one.
As Fig is saying this, the stains left behind by Oliver start growing out of the couch.
Is it alarming or is it pretty?
That's a good question.
Because
Roll me a willpower check.
Fuck. I have that. I do. I'm just...
you go through these.
If I happen to notice that Elisabeth looks like she's going to freak out, I have something that I'll do.
3 successes.
It's nice.
Nice.
It's pretty. The way that the ash kind of enfolds the vitae as it starts to branch out across your couch.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty. You're trying to listen to Fig, but it's a little bit distracting. But you have you're still able to hear what he's saying.
Okay.
Damn. I hope that clan bane would kick in. It's fine.
The main thing, Elisabeth, is you're going to be okay. This should pass. We just have to be careful. We're just going to have to wait a little bit, but we also have things that we need to do.
What things?
Well, for starters, we need to make sure that Eleanor is going to be safe and stable. Number 2.
She's established. She's going to get...
I hope she stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, too, is that we need to start thinking about how we're going to need to approach what's going to be asked of us in the future. What we've what we've allowed, well, what we've invited in, I guess, that we have to be accounted for. It's going to be a major boon is nothing to underestimate.
I'm aware of that.
I know. I'm just thinking out loud in a rather anxious state because this is not generally somewhere I like to be. I don't like to be beholden to anyone. Not in that way. But for now, there's not a whole lot we can do. We work for Olivia. And we do as she says. And I have a feeling that we're going to be following up on this situation with whoever was masquerading as you.
I'm really offended that somebody would have the audacity to do that. Me, really?
Could you blame them?
When you put it like that.
But the fact that they chose to do that, it wasn't entirely clear, I think, from Oliver, that the way this individual acted, it was like they definitely were spouting some stuff I've heard only certain types of kindred say. I mean, who goes off about Gehenna all the time? But to decide to play at being mute, that takes into account someone who's tried to implicate you, obviously. Thankfully, they didn't succeed, but there definitely was an attempt at implicating you, bring about your downfall. And apparently they knew enough to masquerade as you to create a target.
Oliver said it wasn't exactly right, so clearly they didn't know enough.
Enough, in my opinion.
Oh yes, it was far too much, but they're gone, so it might be a little hard to identify who they were unless Oliver can remember specifics about their real face and not mine.
Tempted to go back and check the...
we have trespassed so many times, Big, in that area that I think showing up there would be a horrible idea after what just happened.
Oh no.
And that is certainly my recommendation.
Don't get me wrong. No, I didn't intend to just waltz over to Oliver's domain. I would get a message to Olivia that, with her permission, we wanted to follow up on this item, and that Oliver is to expect us to begin investigating within his domain with regards to this thing specifically.
I need to find Elisabeth.
Okay.
can we take a quick break before Gregory interrupts? Because, oh my god, he rolled so bad.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back. Thank you for
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yes, buddy,
Yep.
it's okay. Yes, I now have my Gregory notes.
You're just ruining his story right now. Mouse is invested. Anyway.
He's got
know.
his stories. He has the stories that he needs
He's
to
got
find out.
his fizzy. He needs to know what happens next. Buddy, you can't help it. It's not bullshit. Come here. Come here. Everything's fine. Remember, it's just a game. It's just a game.
They're fine. It's
Don't give me
fine.
that look. Don't give me that. It's just a game. It's fine.
Figment Collective mascot, everyone.
Yes, Figment Collective mascot who is very concerned about Fig and Elisabeth. So, Fig, as you were talking to Elisabeth about calling Olivia, getting permission to go investigate this more, there is a crash outside of the window.
Are you?
Fig was gonna jump up and go investigate what the hell the crash is.
Elisabeth is gonna follow.
So as you look out window onto the street,
The
in
rain-soaked
front
street.
yard lies in a heap a Hawaiian shirt wearing, sideways baseball cap, board short motherfucker who is trying to collect himself, slipping in the cold and icy slush that is outside. And he stands up and he's like, and he just kind of...
What the hell
at
are
the window.
you doing?
You're at the window, and you can kind of hear muffled talking as you
Fig's
see his
gonna
lips
go
moving through the
outside.
window. And you hear like, I'm so,
following
ma'am,
Fig.
Miss Elisabeth, I was trying to see if there was anything I could. The window's a lot. We should get that fixed. Probably.
The rain feels very nice right now.
Okay. You're
Why are?
here.
But
And he's
why
like
did-
going to take off his shirt to put it
No!
on you.
I don't.
So your outfit does not get ruined.
It's.
Gregory.
Why didn't you use the stairs? Why did you
told me-
come out the
You told me I
window?
couldn't. You told me I
Question.
couldn't come out of the door, so I forgot.
Point of clarity.
Um,
Is Elisabeth still in that outfit?
Oh,
yeah.
I am.
oh yeah.
And it is getting like water is just flowing off of it
yes,
because it's.
bouncing. You can feel it.
I'm like
Fig's-
a duck.
Fig's
You
gonna
feel
take
like
his
a
fig
lava
coat.
lamp right now, like one of those sparkle lava lamps.
Fig's gonna
as
put
you-
his
I
fig coat.
hate this coat, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap myself up in it.
Yeah, you do. It offends every one of your Toreador senses that is being
And it smells like
overwritten by
fox.
them.
And it
Smells
smells like fox.
Yeah.
Fine.
Scarlet is sitting in the doorway looking at you and just... You realize it's raining, Fig.
Yes.
As Gregory's like,
Greg,
so ma'am, like, I wanted
let's
to
come
check in,
inside.
make sure you're okay.
Greg, let's get inside. Let's get
Yeah,
inside.
come
Come on.
on, Lizzie, let's go. And he kind of just
But Lizzie,
goes to... Yeah, like... No. Yeah, I mean, Miss Elisabeth.
Okay, Gregory,
take the coat.
Yeah.
calm down for just
Yeah,
a sec. Elisabeth, actually, this might be a good opportunity for you to go quietly into the bedroom and maybe change up into something more practical for the rest of the evening.
I was
I mean,
gonna.
these are my good shoes. Like,
You're fine, Gregory. You have good shoes on, but
What? You don't like my dress?
no. Your dress is fine, but if we're going to be as you mentioned, going out and
I
attempting
mean, you
to
look
find...
great, ma'am.
What?
But if we're going to go out and find a La Sombra, as you just mentioned, and other things that
Oh,
need
we
to
get
do...
it's
What?
late. We're not finding a La Sombra right now.
Hey, I promised I wouldn't bring any more licks to the house. So
Correct,
I
Gregory.
don't.
That's what you'll do.
Ain't none of them Lasabra been around. I've been double checking.
Good.
Well, if you find one, they are allowed in. I'd like to speak with them.
Do you want me to go find?
No, don't go out of your way to find them. If they arrive, though, and you happen to...
If you happen to have one come to the door, let them in. But do not go and find one.
Yes.
Cool.
Don't go.
Let the Lasombra in. I got you.
And I'm going to change, but I need to take a shower first.
I can totally help with that.
I don't need help taking a shower, Gregory, but thank you.
That's Elisabeth. You go and take your shower, get comfortable, and I'll chat with you.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to take my shower. I'm gonna wait.
You sure?
Do you need a ride back to the?
Oh.
See,
yeah.
He's just kind of watching Fig and just like, I remember I'm not supposed to say anything. Remember, yeah. You want to ride back to?
Elisabeth, you gonna go back?
I got my ride. I mean, it's kind of gross right now, but I gotta just mop up some of that blood. We be golden.
How about you go ahead and go do that?
Right. Okay, and I'll let you know it's ready, and I can.
And do not clean your car with any of that coconut stuff. Soap and water. It stinks.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a nose that functions. Do I? I have a nose that functions.
You got a great nose. It's a good nose. It's
appreciate
beautiful.
that.
Everything about you is just bam. So
So you're gonna go do that. Right. Soap and water.
Yeah, I'm on it. I got this. And then I'll drive you to the you know.
Mhm.
And so Gregory just makes sure Elisabeth gets inside and heads to walk around the block where he has his car parked that you didn't see.
Cool.
I'm gonna have the coat.
Have the coat.
I still have the coat. Scarlet.
Yeah. So Scarlet, as you guys are coming in the house having your conversation about the coat, she's kind of
I made a note of the minute mark.
Elisabeth, and she's got her tail that brushes against your legs. And it feels like clouds.
The fox
but
does?
Prickly. They're prickly clouds.
Is she touching my legs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She got
You're in Fig's coat.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm gonna lean down and do this to her.
She kind of tilts her head at you. I like her better this way. This is the recognition I deserve.
This is the recognition I deserve.
Yeah,
no, I'll sit there and I'll pet her.
Fig will tell Scarlet, you know, I always give you the recognition you deserve.
As you should.
As I should.
And so she kind of flops her tail in your direction a little bit, but the whole time Elisabeth is just...
That's fine.
They're so soft. She's so soft.
Elisabeth, are you going to go back to your condo? I can stay here with Eleanor.
Or you could come with me if you wanted to. But that's up to you.
We should go to the Sky House. The couches are better.
I don't disagree, but
here.
Are we okay with... I don't know if we go...
So Scarlet just kind of stretches up Elisabeth with her paws.
Ooh, toe beans!
Yep.
And she kind of does a little jump trying to get you to pick her up.
Oh.
You can pick her up.
She wraps around your neck and she's like,
Oh, I like this. She feels like a prickly cloud.
Fig's just gonna nod and be like,
yeah. And she's chittering at Elisabeth. Now, Fig, you can understand what she's saying.
mm-hmm.
That we should go.
I could.
To your sky house. Your sky house.
I could try to understand what she's saying, depending on if you let me attempt to.
I mean,
it'd be a rouse check for you, right?
Uh-huh.
How's your hunger?
I passed. I'm at 1 because I don't go
fine.
down. But I did pass, so I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna try really hard while incredibly high to hear what this fox is saying.
So you feel that warmth, that love that you feel, that
Yay.
obsession that is coursing through your veins, push through, and it goes through your lungs that aren't breathing, through your heart that doesn't beat, to your head. And as you start to listen to these chitters, they start to actually sound like something. And it takes you a minute to realize you understand everything
Ooh.
she's saying.
Okay.
We should go to the sky house. The sky house is nice. It doesn't smell. And the loud shirted one isn't here.
I was just gonna start laughing. Just gonna start laughing really hard at that.
And she kind of tilts her head at you. She goes on, kind of watching you. And the smell in here is atrocious, and there's blood. I mean, there's a little
and
bit
coconut.
of blood on the unconscious, but
So,
blood and coconuts.
blood and coconuts. Figment Collective tagline.
Blood and coconuts. I want that on a shirt.
Okay.
Blood and coconuts.
I thought we were getting a shirt that said Kate of Stew at Difference.
Hate that sentence.
Kate of Stew different.
Kate of Stew at Difference.
Oh, we should totally need to put on the shirt. I sucked on a nos and it came out different.
Oh, God. Yeah. So.
I definitely want a shirt that is Eldritch Bean Cult Tier 1.
Oh, no.
So,
Go ahead.
Elisabeth has offered to Fig,
Yes.
despite the fact she's currently listening to Scarlet, if he wants to come with her.
We should go.
Scarlet, you.
And it's safer with all the people that have been here.
If we go, though, it leaves only Gregory with Eleanor.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not counting the folks in the basement.
They're supposed to protect her.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what the woman said.
You know, Fig, if you don't want to come with me, you could just say so.
You're going to hurt her feelings. She has a lot of them.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't leaving Eleanor in a precarious situation.
Nobody knows that she's here, except the people that want to see her safe.
She's right.
And I don't get that many visitors. to be honest.
You really... And Scarlet just chittering along.
Lately, we've
Like she does.
had a few unwelcome
Even
visitors,
understand
but you're right. That's all.
Unwelcome, but not outwardly hostile visitors. Only one of them was outwardly hostile, and he's dead, so it's not a problem.
All right. No, actually, I that's not it. I do want to go to the condo.
Are you just saying that to make me feel better?
No, I mean it. I just genuinely had concerns about Eleanor. But if it's fine, then we can be on our way.
Well, I'm pretty sure we have to wait for Gregory to finish cleaning his car. Unless you want to drive my car. I can't drive my car. I shouldn't drive my car right now. I could try. That'd be fun.
The nice
That wouldn't
car?
be fun.
The nice metal box with the leather seats.
Yes, Scarlet, that one.
You're probably safer to drive because this is you all the time and you don't act like it. So,
Then what do you want Gregory to do? Do you want him to drive us? Or do you want him to...
I'd like him to finish cleaning his car and then go to bed and not jump out his window again, but, I don't know.
Very well, then. I'll go get your car ready. And you can go let Gregory know what you want him to do. And then we can be on our way.
Of course.
I'll bring it around.
I will walk out, probably with Scarlet,
Okay,
unless
don't
she...
do her. She kind of buries her head under your hair.
Yep. Ooh, yeah, I got a lot of it. So I'll
Yeah. And
walk
the
out and
brushes
I'll...
up against your face. It's so soft. So soft.
And probably just the whole time touching Scarlet's face. Walk down the corner to where Gregory went to his car.
Yeah.
Gregory.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like in the passenger seat, like scrubbing with a like a coarse bristle brush. Like
Yeah,
it's
so I was
just making
thinking.
it worse. But there's soap everywhere.
Okay.
One of
So
those-
Gregory.
One of those dollar store scrubby brushes.
Gregory.
Yeah, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah.
So-
it's almost ready. It's almost ready. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. One step
You
at a
know,
time.
That's
Yeah,
not
just-
why I walked out. How about...
Is this the escape plan? Is it time to leave? I've been prepping for this day.
No.
Day one. And so I'm ready to go.
Gregory.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
No. You've had a really long night. You've been through an ordeal. I assume having to talk to everybody.
I mean,
Tonight-
I just had, out of fucking nowhere, dude pops in with Eleanor. I don't even know where the fuck he came from.
I do. And not the point. The point is you've had a stressful night. So how about instead of cleaning out your car and dealing with all of that, you go back
Night on
in
the town. Got it. I've also been prepping.
No. Gregory, not tonight. It's been a long, long night. It's been a very long night. How about... Excuse me?
There's still a lot of night left. Yeah.
Is there? It doesn't seem like there is. It's been a minute.
It's like 5.
It's like 3 in the morning. What do you mean? It's like 5. It's like I'm over exaggerating. I'm high right now. I'm not looking at the clock. It's like 3 in the morning. Gregory, it's time to probably go check on our friends in the basement and make sure they're doing okay, as well as you need to go to bed, sir.
I mean, you have had me up for the past couple days, but it's been all good.
Exactly. You deserve the rest. You deserve the rest.
You know, untapped does kind of sound nice, I guess.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
Indulge a little bit before bed, too, you know?
I'll get you to the condo.
No, it's okay. I can get an Uber to do that. You deserve a break.
That's real nice of you, Miss Elizabeth. Really, like, I knew you're great. Like, I mean, and then look at you. Like, yeah.
I look homeless right now.
It's the coat. It's Mr. Fig. It's all good. If you know, just you being you. That's all you gotta be.
Well, that's very sweet of you. And like I said, you should enjoy your night and get to the rest of your night and get some good sleep. Get some, because you know you need to be well rested.
So you want me to not finish this up?
Yeah, just go ahead and take the bucket and the brush inside. Just
yeah,
dump
it and go relax.
In the dumpster.
Closes the door.
Dump it in the dumpster.
Goes out back. Dumps the water in the dumpster.
I'll give him a kiss on the cheek or something.
Oh, he's like,
regret this.
Let me know when Fig pulls around with the car.
Oh yeah, as soon as Gregory goes out back to dump all the water out is when Fig comes around with the
nice car.
Are you going with the Stingray? I think
we're
Stingray.
I think we're in the Corvette
yellow.
Still. Yep.
That's the yellow one is the one we took.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I remember because we made
76 Stingray.
76 Stingray. Mm-hmm. The one we made the Chiquita banana sticker.
Chiquita banana sticker joke, yeah. So that's Fig pulls the car around.
Yep, Fig pulls the car around while Gregory is preoccupied.
Is he getting ready to go? Like, do I think he's gonna follow my orders? Do I care? Fig pulled up. I'm gonna go get in the car.
Yeah. So,
just fuck Gregory out here. Wee.
He's gonna go try his best to follow those orders.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah.
He does his best.
He does his best. Which is pretty decent this time.
Yeah.
Oh good.
So, you get into the Stingray. Now Fig, this is the nicest car you have been in, let alone drove, that hasn't been stolen.
Yep.
Elisabeth slides in her tight leather dress that is now slightly squeaky.
That tight leather dress is also very short.
It is.
Yeah. It just makes Elisabeth look taller.
It does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I figured.
the
Plus whatever heels you haven't paired with.
Legs for days. Oh, they're
probably at least 4 inches.
Those huge stilettos that
Oh gosh.
BDSM club stilettos, like they're fucking strappy with
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The heel is huge.
Yeah, you went for a look and you pulled it off.
Oh yeah.
Scarlet gets off your shoulders and climbs into your lap.
Ooh. I cannot wait for this drive and to see all the colors and the lights of the city pass by through the raindrops. I'm fucking ready.
You can see
Fig in a playful tone. Fig in a playful tone. Fig in a playful tone is going to ask Scarlet, enjoying being in that lap?
I'm assuming feral whispers have worn off at this point.
It lasts for one scene, right?
Yep.
Yeah, have we changed
the more
scene
you
yet?
pay attention. Oh yeah, we're headed to the condo now.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So you hear an unintelligible back and forth.
So Fig is actually speaking with the chitters rather than actual language with the
Yeah. Yep.
So Scarlet's like,
I'm being playful though.
Wet and cold, but she's petting me, so it's worth it. She says I'm a prickly cloud. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be offended or not. But she also said I'm soft, so.
Well, Scarlet, it is my coat, too. You have an unnatural obsession with that thing. I have to get that looked into. I'm being playful about this the whole time.
She turns
Elisabeth can't hear any of this conversation at this point
You
because
are too focused on the beauty of those dazzling lights as they blend together to make
Ooh.
And I'm thinking, like, every time the windshield wiper goes, it's a different scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Stained glass as it goes through the variety of kaleidoscope. That is now your perception of reality.
This is the greatest thing ever.
And it takes you a good...
Do you say that out loud?
Yes. Staring at the windshield.
And the... Getting the rain off the windshield as the scenes flicker.
I'm going to mention to Elisabeth. Seems like that now. The greatest thing you just mentioned, that this is the greatest thing ever, may seem like that. What you're feeling and the sensations and everything right now, but it's one more thing that's can be a problem. One more thing that you can be addicted to. Do you ever wonder why I have this problem?
You know, it didn't occur to me to wonder that. Then again, where I grew up and what I did, everybody's addicted or on something.
True. This one was a legacy of my sire, you might say. He did the same thing. In fact, he was the one, when I was still immortal, that introduced me to them. His reasoning and explanation at the time was, number one, hey, we're in a traveling circus with a bunch of freaks. How worse could it get? Yeah. Let yourself go. Have some fun. Be creative. So I tried it. And I'm not gonna lie. It took me everywhere that was not there. But then grew worse, had issues with it, abused it. And it was on the night when I was most strung out. I almost didn't realize what was happening to me. It was all like I was still One foot in the real world and another foot in this make-believe, in this completely fabricated reality. And I guess that's one thing I can thank him for. Because that's how I learned to master the type of ability that I have. I entered into this unlife, addicted to the illusion of a better one.
No.
Sorry.
Hurt my feelings?
That you pull up,
Sorry.
and the valet comes to the window.
Elisabeth's just kind of taking this all in.
Yeah, though she having her own thoughts, it's fine. Inside thoughts sometimes are good.
Okay, we roll up to the condo.
Yeah, the valet comes up to the window, opens the door. Miss.
Uh,
Hi.
Hi.
Do you need help getting anything inside this evening?
No. No, I'm good. Gonna open my door. Step
Miss,
out.
They help you up
Yep.
onto the sidewalk.
Fig will trail
And then
behind a couple of paces.
hold her hand.
What?
Please.
Keys.
Yeah. Valet parking.
Fig keys.
Oh, that's right, I drove. Sorry.
Like walking off like I don't have the keys
Yeah,
in my
right.
car.
And the valet is just looking like,
Well, it's my car. It's my car.
dude, I got it's late. I just, you know, just hand out, just
Give him a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I obviously Elizabeth.
The best part is it's an illusory one.
Oh,
No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
Oh, it's rude.
Oh,
Yeah, he grabs the keys and he goes, put it
Yeah.
in your normal spot.
yeah. And then
Have a good night. I hope your rehearsal went good.
oh yeah, I'll tell you all about it.
I mean,
It's
glad
tops.
they were able to get all that stuff off. Like normally,
Yep.
stains
Yeah, no.
from what the other actresses were telling me.
You know, it depends on what you use to get it off with. Makeup wipes usually clear it up pretty good. Get rid of the staining.
But it's good to know. We have a good morning.
Yep, you too.
Park your car. Doorman
Walk inside.
opens the door. You get much the same greeting of what's Elizabeth's last name again?
Arden.
Arden. Yes.
Miss
Good evening,
Arden.
Miss Arden.
Good evening.
Will you be having a guest this evening?
I will. Yes.
I'll let security know. I hope your filming went well.
It did. Thank you so much.
Of course. What name should I add to the list? And he's just kind of eyeing Fig.
Fig, please. Yes,
Fig.
like the fruit.
I will add Fig to our roster, Miss Arden.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I am laughing about a joke I made in my own head right now.
I figured you did.
So,
You know what? Elizabeth is too. More than likely. And you head to that fateful elevator.
God damn it. Get in.
I
Let him.
have elevator trauma now.
Yeah. The doors.
You gonna
close.
take the
Make a
stairs?
slow
No.
rise.
So we go up into the condo. And
yeah. If there's nothing you want to say in the meantime, you get to the condo. You go out of the elevator. You get out of the elevator. You walk down the hallway. You see that the lovely flowers they've planted that bloom in the nighttime have opened. From along the wall. They feel like starlight to you.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Scarlet.
Linger
call Scarlet over.
with flower.
Yeah. Scarlet did jump down in the elevator and stand up. So she goes up to all the plants and then comes up to you, Fig.
Thank you.
And
hey, girl.
yes.
I'm gonna touch everything on the way.
Find yourself a nice place to sleep or cuddle up. I'm going to make sure that Elisabeth gets done what she needs to take care of.
I can do that.
All right.
So
Don't
what
steal anything,
Elisabeth
and
will
don't
do.
break anything.
No breaking, no stealing. Is it theft if she gives it to me, though? You said no.
If she gives it to you, that's different. But she has to actually give it to you.
All right.
Thank you, Scarlet.
And Scarlet wanders off.
Yep.
I'm gonna go.
So basically,
Yeah.
Elisabeth will go down the hallway, like I said, that kind of
Fig's gonna
open
follow her.
in the main part, and then leads down into rooms. I'll basically just open all of the doors to all of the rooms. One's a beach theme, one's a forest theme.
So I'm seeing all
And
these
then-
crazy rooms.
Well, they're really nicely decorated. They have
Okay.
paintings that reflect the area and like the
Gotcha.
theme in a very classy way. They have matching colors and beds and pillows and things like that. You know, just nice guest rooms. Like there's clearly not personal touches to them, but they're very like well decorated, expensive furniture and shit. To the last room.
Oh dear. I'm following her the whole time, so I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
I'm actually
And you're
trying to
watching
get my
Elisabeth
coat.
Just kind of.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I'm still got the coat. I've got
wandering.
long ass strides.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're rushing to keep up with her. She's thrown open. She throws open the bathroom door. She throws open the rooms, and then finally she comes to the last one, and you're headed towards your closet, probably.
okay.
I'm headed towards my closet, yes, which is in the bathroom in that room.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
Fig.
So this is where the
throw
table
open
ended up.
that door.
Yeah. So Fig. You follow Elisabeth to this room that is draped in these beautiful silken curtains that are pulled back, and you see the paintings lining the wall.
My goodness.
You know from the outside that these should be beautiful overviews of the Seattle skyline, but that's dangerous for kindred such as yourselves. Any amount of sunlight could lead to devastating damage. So the entirety of these walls is curtain and painting. As you walk along these paintings, you see a progression of someone's life. And the more you focus, the more you realize that this is Elisabeth. And the story it tells is not a pleasant one.
The last painting's covered.
Yes.
Okay.
So, the last painting visible is the one with the bite marks, right?
Masquerade.
Yeah.
The vampire masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's covered, yeah, is the last visible painting is the vampire one, but the
Okay.
one that's covered is the real personal one.
Yeah, the last
That one's covered.
picture
Right.
visible is of a beautiful
Mm-hmm.
masquerade ball
Mm-hmm.
where you look closer and there are signs of those secrets that are all in the open that the tower tries to hide. And you see that evidence, that pain, those scars. Meanwhile, Elisabeth, you go into your bathroom, which is covered in
Yeah,
mirrors.
I've basically shed the coat before walking through the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go pick up
You
my
see
coat
yourself,
after.
Mm-hmm. In
and
my dress.
yeah, and you do. You walk over to pick up the coat that's been discarded
Mm-hmm.
on one of the many lounge type
Mm-hmm.
pieces of furniture in this walk-in bathroom. It's this announcement of wealth.
Good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. The
as
bathtub. The
Elizabeth.
bathtub is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Is it the
Uh,
bathtub or just a
Not yet.
No.
bathtub?
Not yet. We're gonna make
No,
that
it's just
happen
a
though.
very nice, large, deep bathtub made of marble.
Mm-hmm. You watch as
Okay.
Elizabeth watching herself as she's turning her hands and arms as she sways with herself in the mirror, watching that glistening light as those pinpricks of light dance on your skin.
Ooh.
I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Yeah.
I'll call into the bathroom. Fig will call into the bathroom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you have everything you need in there? Do you need me to get something for you out of closet? I'm like not actually in the bathroom. I'm just like calling from the entryway of it.
Yeah. Which you can see based on the thousands of mirrors there appear to be.
I mean, I haven't decided what I'm gonna wear yet. I mean, you could pick something for me if you wanted, though.
You actually trust me with that?
Eh, everything in there is classy and expensive, so it should be fine.
All right. I'll see what I can dig up.
God.
Roll me a wits and investigation.
I'm gonna peel myself out of that underdress.
Which
Peel
Fig,
it off.
you see this whole thing. I'm not kidding. Where this is a Toreador bathroom.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, what's
Mirror is
investigation? I actually have a
fine.
decent pool for that. How about that? Oh heck yeah, not bad. Um, Single crit for a total of 4.
Is it messy?
No, it's not messy.
Damn. I mean, good job. So, as you're looking, as you're looking through this closet,
Mm-hmm.
you find eras of clothing stretching back the 20s that are not recreations. Now, that one item of clothing Elisabeth keeps from her studio days is in there, right?
Yep.
Do you want to describe it?
Mm-hmm.
Her fucking her
Oh,
soul
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
It's yellowed slightly with age, but it's one of those big fur, like real fur. It's animal fur, like scarf things. I think they're called a stole, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But it goes down, like it's a long fur. It has a little bit of blood on it. That's clearly stained the edges of some of it, but other than that, it's as pristine as it can possibly be. Except it's old enough that, like a wedding dress, it has yellow.
Okay.
But it's very expensive, and is like technically it's twice Elisabeth's length because it goes to her feet when she has it centered. So it is an enormous fur. Would have cost a lot of money.
And it does. It has blood on it, dried blood that is as aged as the fur itself.
Yeah.
Just want to see if you found it.
It
Fucking
is.
crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
Other than
permit me
that,
to
you
make
have
a
your-
resolve and awareness check on smelling the blood to determine the residence?
Go for it. It's old.
I know.
You can be tough.
I'd probably be at a penalty for it or high difficulty.
High difficulty.
Okay. Probably not high enough. 3 successes.
No, it's old.
Okay.
But you get close. You sniff it and you realize that whatever life was in this blood has been drained away. Much like the fur itself.
And gently put the fur back. And I'm going to pick something that looks like it's good for lounging. Like it's good for being comfortable in one's home. And I'm sure I'll find something like that, except it's probably going to be classy, expensive, and revealing still.
Oh, it's very classy. Very expensive. Definitely.
Cheer.
Inside. Yeah.
What?
Cheer.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I will pick
Very
that
much.
out. Once I pick that out, I'll make sure the fur and everything is back safely where it was. Exit the closet.
Elisabeth has hopped in the shower already.
Okay.
Yeah. Elisabeth is currently in the shower with that warm rain pouring down on you, because definitely not a shower. Just the rain has become so warm against your skin.
I'm holding this lounge thing and I'm going to bring it into the bathroom and set it like on the countertop and be like, this is ready for you when you are.
Thank you. In the shower, just having
You do
nice
finish
shower.
your shower.
Feels relaxing. I'll dry off.
Reminds you what it's like to be alive.
Fagel exit. Go back over to the closet. Is there
Closet's in the bathroom. The door to the closet is in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So I head through.
Yeah.
And is there anything that's appropriate for guests?
Is there?
Not in that closet, but in either of the other 2 rooms closets there would be.
Question.
Are you gonna go
Is
explore?
there a robe?
There is a robe.
Cool.
That fancy red one,
Cool.
right?
Yes, one of them, like velvet, no,
Yeah,
like,
Fig will grab that robe.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come out. He'll take off his fig coat.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take off everything else, and he'll just go with the robe.
Perfect. Your muddy
It's
rose.
it's velvet, so it probably feels real nice.
What's that?
Your muddy rose bloody clothes are left in a pile on the floor.
Probably.
Yeah. Along with the shoes.
I half
you
think
refuse
about
to
putting
take
them on a
off.
chair. And then I just put them on a carpet.
Okay.
Heart
Just
attack.
put them on a nice rug that's outside the
Yeah.
Mhm.
floor. Perfect.
And then just, I'll tie up, assume the robe has, tie.
It has
I'll
ties.
Yeah,
tie it up.
I was just gonna put it on and then like just to,
Wandering around like Hugh. I got the Hugh Hefner look going on.
In your smoking jacket.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yes, you said you shut your shower while Fig is doing
you know,
Yeah.
this.
dry off, and find out what Fig picked out.
You see one of your suitably comfy sheer nightgowns.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll put it
it
on.
is what it is.
Nice, expensive piece of clothing. Like
Of
I'm gonna
course.
be
Bought it.
comfortable in it.
Obviously, it's
I
high quality.
This
did.
is Elisabeth that we're talking here.
Yeah.
This is what she does. It's all good.
So yeah, I'll put it on.
Yeah. And what do you do?
I'll walk out of the bathroom.
So
Walk
you
back into my bedroom.
Fig, where are you at?
Fig is in the robe, lying on the floor.
What?
Arm propped up like this. And he'll probably be looking through like a book or something.
You do have all those coffee table books. out in
Yeah, I'm
front
just
of the
browsing
show.
through
Uh-huh.
a coffee table book at this point.
They're not good.
Historic landmarks of Seattle.
Yeah. You're reading about how the underground was built.
There you go.
If you are bored enough to be reading in my house, you get to read shit.
You deserve it
Well,
at that point.
Mhm.
Like, there's so much more entertaining things going on.
Very
I
entertaining.
had a thought to do something, but quite frankly, I wasn't going to do it because I'm not into violating trust that much.
Okay.
I was going to, while she was busy in the shower, I was going to go peek at that whatever was obscured, but I decided against it. So,
Probably for the best
yes,
for now.
So
I was tempted. Don't get me wrong. But
Were you tempted?
oh no, is he gonna have to make a save?
Yep. We talked about this. You were tempted. Come on. Gotta do things the hard way. Bottomless blood.
actually, I got a good willpower roll.
Yeah, you guys haven't burned through a whole lot of willpower because you've delegated all those problems to other people. It's a way to do it, really. You're good.
Cool. No. So I will go back and review everything, but then I'll just be sitting and reading one of the books, and I'll be on the floor.
Why are you on the floor?
Close the book, put it back up on the coffee table. Sorry, and habit. I usually
Sitting on the floor?
No, just anytime I'm in a place that they doesn't usually have furniture, so I just usually end up on the floor. I know you have furniture here. I get it.
I have so much furniture that literally you had to avoid furniture to sit on the floor.
Yeah, you'll actually find that there's some chairs pushed out of the way and to make room to lay on the floor.
Yeah. Couch is like 3 inches back.
I'll go lay on the floor with him.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go lay on the floor next to him.
Okay. Big.
Probably hate every second of it, but I'll do it.
Elisabeth has become uncomfortably close to you, lying on the floor.
Here we go. So where do we go from here? You mentioned earlier about needing one of a particular land.
Yeah.
What's your thought process on that?
My thought process on needing a excuse you. That was fucking rude. Give me a sec.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mascot is not having it.
Mouse! The fuck? I know it's your stories, but you're okay.
I need to find Elisabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are shadow dancers. So
Fig, this makes no sense as a sentence to you.
I was about to say, I was all like, any particular reason you're needing to find one?
Q. For Q, I had to go and talk to him. Figure out what was wrong with him. I know what's wrong with him.
How are you supposing to go about and do this? Do you actually know of any in the city?
No, but it's easy enough to make people tell me things. Someone has to know something. I figured that when I found Elisabeth, I would just go from there. Which involves some convincing, but I'm sure I could do it. All I need them to do is tell me a secret they don't want anybody else finding out, because it might jeopardize their life, their
Livelihood.
and they just need to tell it to Olivia. Yeah, that. And then they can tell it to Olivia, and she can blackmail them into helping Q.
Okay.
Definitely not a nice or good thing to do, but I need to do it. So.
Such is on life, isn't it? Well, I'll help you with that however I can. I want to make sure that going after the shadow dancers can be a little... Well, going after any particular kindred can be a little dangerous, but these ones...
It seems like it's just a get to them first kind of a situation.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps there's some things I could cook up that could potentially be a distraction for them.
Ooh, like what?
Depends on how we want to go at it. Something that they might find intriguing, something that they might find... something that they want to avoid, something that they want to...
True.
Because
the floor is rather uncomfortable.
You're right. Fig will get up and move to the couch.
God damn it.
It's a nice couch. Heavy.
It's
too.
a nice couch. God damn it.
It's heavy too. I had to push it 3 inches. It was heavy.
It's just gonna go up and grab
Shut
Fig's
up.
hand
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and move you over towards the bed. Be like, no, just lay down in a comfortable spot. Why are you picking all of the furniture that's not meant for laying on? There's a bed in this room. It's a huge bed
Don't
too.
forget. Oh gosh. Is it like the size of that one bed?
Like a king size bed. Yeah,
That was
enormous.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I was
like
thinking
that
of.
one
That
bed.
B&B bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that bed. We'll steal
Okay.
that bed one day.
You-
That's a joke, Gregory.
You move. Okay, you move Fig fairly easily.
Well, I'm not like I'm trying to pick him up or anything. It's kind of more of a gentle like, there's a bed. If you want to lay down, there's a bed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry.
One night is not going to kill you.
You are
It'll
talking.
probably be better for your back.
You are talking to someone who did, keep that shabby chair.
Oh, that fucking chair. You didn't. It's not the same chair. You're just trying your best to make it the same chair.
It'll get shabbier over time,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll be perfect.
I don't know. One night, you're gonna be okay for one night, I promise. One day. Yeah, one day.
That's okay. I don't think one night is going to cause me to forget how nice all of this really is. It's not going to cause me to feel guilty about indulging myself for one night.
Would Elizabeth actually have noticed Fig looking at all the paintings?
Sure, I'm not hiding.
She's kind of charging off towards the bathroom at the time.
Yeah, not really, but you would notice that Fig's definitely looking around the room.
Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to be surreptitious about it. I am, like, as I'm talking with you, Fig will be like,
Pretty, aren't they?
they're amazing. They tell quite a story.
My own way of not forgetting. There's still blood in front of that spot too.
In front of which spot?
The covered painting has blood in front of it.
Gotcha.
It's right your puddle.
Mm-hmm.
You would have noticed that, Fig.
Okay.
It's very obvious as it's still fresh. It's only been a few hours.
Is it hers? I can make a roll with my bloodhound. Is it hers? Is it her resonance?
Make your roll.
Okay.
Mostly, you've never tasted Elisabeth before, so.
Well.
I offered. I did.
I think I'm going to spend a little willpower on that one.
How bad? Because
That was 2
oh,
with a beastie skull up. Much better 4.
Smell in the air. The only vitae in this room belongs
So it's not hers.
It is.
Oh, it is hers. Okay.
The only vita you can smell is yours
Oh.
and Elisabeth's.
Got it.
And the smell, the feeling wafting off the puddle that's sitting before those paintings contained such deep sorrow.
Elisabeth,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna make you sorry that you ever knew me.
You haven't so far.
And Fig's gonna roll into her and give her a big old kiss.
Aww.
Yay. This is mine now. You can't leave.
Your happy little Toreador heart that this
I know.
is mine
Yeah.
and he's safe.
That's the most important.
Mm-hmm.
I know she is. She's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
And Fig will, you know, Fig will finish the kiss and then just kind of cuddle in and be like, it's always good. It's always good to. It's always good to know where you've come from and to not forget, as we mentioned earlier, but I want to make sure that the nights moving forward are not, well, hopefully less sorrowful. We've had a lot happen to us that is cause for sadness. How we've come to be, how we've gone through the nights here in this city, but you know what? Moving forward from here, let's do what we can. Let's make this a city that well, let's make this a city where the rain outside is the only tears that'll fall onto our face.
I know. She'll probably sleep
Mm-hmm.
harder.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's just like, you're hurting me. Stop.
Just a little tight.
Yeah, that's okay. Elizabeth just rouses her blood and smushes them some more.
It happens, you know? Alright. So are we gonna wrap it up with this scene?
So, I'm still so
Okay.
tempted to see what's behind the fainting, but I'm going to
Well.
leave it.
If you can ask her. Fig wants to ask her, he can.
All right. After just a couple minutes of after that last thing that he said,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to lift his head up, push his hair back behind his ears. Because we got to remember, Figwig, you know.
Bigwig.
With long, glorious hair. Yeah.
Long, black as night hair.
Uh-huh.
And he's going to glance over to that puddle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that symbolic in some way of you giving yourself to something? You give up part of what makes you to whatever that is.
You mean all the crying I did a little bit ago? There's a painting behind that curtain. It's a reminder.
What was that?
It's a reminder,
Okay.
similar to the other ones. And Elisabeth will show the painting to Fig.
So you get up out of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you don't really let go of Fig.
Probably not. Here we go.
Kind of
We're going over to look at
stop.
the.
Okay.
Kind
What's
of
the painting, and then we'll
lead
be
Fig
ready
off the bed.
Yep.
In front of the painting.
Grab the cord, pull the curtain, and it's the painting of the 5 women sitting around the chair. They're all basically Elisabeth.
Mm-hmm. They have no face.
Fig takes it all in, looks it over.
In that empty chair.
He's going to take the curtains and slowly pull them back and cover it up. And gently just kind of pat,
Takes a moment,
braiding.
but you close up, shutting those secrets away from the world once again.
I'll come over and I'll look up.
It's not as bad as it was before with the stilettos
Yeah.
on, but
True. But now we're both in bare feet.
5'11".
Still.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just 5'11" with no shoes
Still
on.
got a few inches on him. Don't worry. So he's only 5'8". You can reach up and just kind of take her face and cradle it a little bit and just be like,
Mm.
I don't know what to. I don't know exactly what to say, Elisabeth. I'm not good per se at this sort of thing. I mean, I've moved, I've relocated, I've been on the run. Part of it is something I have to do, and part of it has been so many things I've been running away from. But I'm gonna pledge to you this night.
What?
I'm gonna pledge to you this night that I am not going to run if I can help it.
Yep. Elisabeth will actually kiss Fig. So lean down.
Yeah,
not a lot anymore, but
right.
a little bit.
And then we'll head back and we'll fade to morning.
Fade to morning, but before morning comes, because this is the last scene of this session
Mm-hmm.
for our heartbreaking coterie. As Fig and Elisabeth curl in their bed across the city, we see a dockyard. We see two men in an office yelling at each other as the younger one screams. He did all he could. Not his fault it wasn't good enough for you. Takes his coat and leaves. While to the north, in one of the penthouse suites, middle-aged looking gentleman caresses Olivia's face, saying how good she did, figuring out what was going on and taking care of it, and that they'll be more careful with who they invite into their domain if something like that was creating those things. They should be wiped out anyway. To the south, a fire has been put out. A man imprisoned for a drunken accident causing the death of an unidentified person. And then the sun rises and you die. The world goes about its business. People walking down the street, talking about the news of the mergers of these two companies and how things are just changing so rapidly that you don't see any of it. This isn't your world. And you will remain dead until we come back for the next session.
Thank you very much, Az.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I couldn't do it without you guys. It's like it's an important part or something.
It's like it's a collaboration or something.
Oh no. Collaborative storytelling? What? Thank you for joining us
Thank you for
this
joining
session
us.
of Figments of Seattle, which is the prequel to our main chronicle, SeaTac by Night.
This one is quite the story, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And I look
that
forward
merger
to
is
more.
definitely about what's going on with the Ventru.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah.
And but we'll look forward to doing some more Figments in the future
Yeah.
when we can. The one shot that is now its own.
What, 9
sessions now?
Something like that. Yeah, it's been we've been doing this for a hot minute.
Just a one shot, guys.
Just
we'll see if Milo likes VTM.
Now it's the backup game. Everybody else is busy. Fuck it.
Well, thank you very much, anyone out there on the Figment
Collective.
Thank you.
Yes.
Watching the show, and we appreciate your views and your subscriptions,
Yep.
sorry, if you are. And
like, comment, subscribe, I think is a thing that YouTubers throw out there every now and then.
but
I don't
you
Yeah.
know what?
I mean,
I don't give a fuck.
You know what? I don't fucking care. We're doing this for fun, and we hope you're having fun watching our
Exactly.
ridiculousness.
Exactly.
But guess what, guys? You did it!
we did it.
You all have a great night.
Yes. Good night.
Night.
From the collective.
From the collective.